The following segment is intended for entertainment purposes only. MoodSwings does not encourage, support, endorse, promote, inspire, co-sign, validate, or spiritually align with the behavior you're about to hear. Any resemblance to your personal habits is not our fault and should be discussed with a licensed professional. By continuing to listen, you agree to mind your business, drink water, and please stop. Proceed at your own risk. Hey everyone, it's your girl Jay.
And it's Kendra, and you're listening to MoodSwings the Podcast.
Hey.
Hey, girl, hey. Good to see you.
Oh, it's been good to see you too. What you been up to?
You know, today, honey, this week has been a week, honey. It has been a week between work. I'm wearing this new face cream, has my face super shiny and greasy, and I don't like that. I had to get a tube stuck up my butt. Like, it's been a week.
You know, that's around, that sounds about right. That sounds like every person over 40s every day. So I get where you're going. Because I'll be doing the same thing on Saturday. So, you know, all I say is shit happens.
Literally. I mean, at some point, I'm going to share my experience just for our listeners that are, over 40. We should be taking care of ourselves. And part of that means getting some of our routine stuff done, which I did. And it was quite an experience I'm going to share with the listeners at some point. But yeah, it's been a week. And so because of that week, just poured myself a good old stiff drink. What other better way to celebrate a long week, right? So I'm drinking a whiskey ginger today. That is just a good old fashioned ginger ale with good old fashioned whiskey.
Oh, that sounds good. I like it. I like the fact that you want to go whiskey right after they got frisky. What'd you butthole? I'm just saying.
They did. It was a lot of lube. All right. How about you?
Well, this drink here is called the unhinged but hydrated.
Oh, sounds like
I
me.
know. It's a Vegas
So what is
Friday
it?
drink. So it's okay. So it starts off with vodka, okay, and then you put in one of those Weiler's pink lemonade drinks in there, and then you put a little bit of lime, and then you float just ever so softly some more vodka. It's innocent, but then it ends up aggressive. Kind of like today's episode. I just hope you're ready.
Sounds like a party at Diddy's house. Starts off innocent. You think you're going to a party, and then you're locked in a room with a tube up your ass. Oh wait, no, that was my colonoscopy.
I was saying, a Diddy party and a colonoscopy, almost the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Wow.
But so that goes along with my mood, which is concerned but curious. So
I hear that.
yeah, you like that? Because that's basically, you can kind of see where I'm going with this particular topic, because it's been an unhealthy obsession of mine, and I think I should share it with the world and see what their thoughts are as well.
I would say I love me an unhealthy obsession. Please tell me all about it.
Why you so obsessed with me? Well, okay, so I don't want to judge, but I do need some answers, okay?
We listen and we don't judge.
We listen and we don't judge, because I'm not mad. I'm just confused and watching closely. Okay. Okay. But before we spiral down, I did want to talk about something though. Okay. This is something I was really excited about that I've been working on. I'm finally working on all of my bucket lists. And so today on MoodSwings, I'm officially introducing my vlog. It's called Striptea with JVB. This vlog is all about Vegas life from the perspective of a Bay Area native. The culture shock, the learning curve, the fun, the mess, and all the tips and tricks that I'm picking up as I go along. But here's the big moment. February 13th marks 50 days before my 50th birthday. And that day kicks off a brand new series called The Last 50 Before 50. Yeah. So it's not a soft launch. It's just kind of like chaos with intention. But for 50 days, I will be documenting everything leading up to my Vegas birthday bash, trying new things, pushing myself, having some fun. Some are going to be like, why did I sign up for it? Like the bungee fitness that I've been trying to get you to do with me.
I know.
I'm super excited. But to kick it all off, also February 13th is when Cardi B will be in concert at the T-Mobile Arena here in Vegas, and my bestie Kendra and I will be there recording it. So I'm super excited, and that's how I feel I'm going to start my countdown. Okay, so I hope you get this.
Wait.
Thank
Yes, I
you.
can't wait. And you know what? We need to pick a Cardi theme song for that day
Oh,
to,
yes.
to just get the mood right because it's your 50th birthday, girl.
Oh my God, I'm stepping into half a century, so I got to do it right. Got to do it with a wop. Got to do it. Wop, wop, wop.
Listen,
Wop,
Cardi says,
wop.
I've been feeling like a bad bitch all goddamn day. If you ain't a bad bitch, you just a bitch in the goddamn way. That's going to be our motto for the day.
Move, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Get. Okay. Well, okay. So now that we're warmed up,
Hmm.
let's talk about people who make us all feel normal. Okay? Because tonight's topic is TLC's My Strange Addiction.
My
Now, I know people
girl.
on here have seen it on Instagram, they've seen the clips, but have you guys actually really sat there and really got into these episodes?
Girl, the
Okay.
clips are enough to send me. I don't know if I can watch a full episode. I'm hoping you watched it for us, right?
I
And you give us
did.
a play
I
by
did.
play. Okay.
You know, I
Yes.
do the research so that you don't have to. Okay.
Yes.
And when I say strange, I mean deeply concerning. Okay. You know,
Mm.
let's just start off. Okay. Let's just start off with some really good shit. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. What? Let's start strong. Vabbing. Okay. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, vabbing is when someone decides, you know what really would elevate me? My own coochie as cologne. Yeah, let me say this slowly. Okay. You woke up, you showered, you got
Uh-huh.
dressed, you
Uh-huh.
looked at perfume and said, no, I trust my pH balance more. Now, pause. 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 Okay. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, ma'am. Okay. I don't care how confident you are. Your vagina is not Chanel number 5. It's
Mm.
not. What the way that they explain it is that men are attracted to pheromones. Ma'am, they're attracted to pizza and eye contact as well. You want to try that first?
And you're not telling us exactly. I get like you say, what is it? Like tell us what it is though. I'm not fully sure I understand.
Okay, so in this particular episode, she decided that since she has been unlucky in the love field, she felt that
Okay.
maybe exposing her internal pheromones to the opposite sex would attract them. Kind of like wildlife, you know, really animal instinct. And I say the word stink very lightly. In the show, she
Wait a
says that she
minute.
takes her two, you want to see, she takes her 2 fingers, she inserts and proceeds to lubricate her hand and take that and rub it all over her neck and all in her little regions that will be able to help attract the opposite sex in public. This is not something that you just do like freaky deaky behind the door. You're getting ready to take a walk over IKEA. You said, "Oh, let me get up in there real quick."
So
Yeah.
she's taking her fingers, putting them
Yes.
in her vagina, and then
Yes.
dabbing it on her neck and shit like it's a perfume.
Hence the term vabbing, vagina dabbing, I guess. There you go. Well, you know, so this she's still doing it. She's
Work.
still actively doing this in hopes that one day the right person who smells that right pheromone is going to be her match. So I'll
There's
give
two
you an
things
update
going
on
through my
part 2.
head. There's two things going through my head with this.
Yeah, it should be a
Either
lot of things going through our heads with this one.
there's a lot of things going through my head. Okay, so the fact that you said that it's not she hasn't attracted a mate yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to be crude, but how does she know her shit is as fresh as she thinks it is? Maybe it's off-putting. Maybe it's doing the opposite. Maybe it's like evolution
Could
and
be. You know, because she did say that she feels that just she doesn't smell like vagina. So, you know, she doesn't think she stinks. She just thinks that she's just spreading her pheromones more outwardly. I mean,
that is a nasty bitch. I'm thinking about that. Like, what if we just met? Like, if she's a friend, and, we greet each other with hugs. You go to hug this bitch, and it's all vagina on the side of her neck. That's a nasty bitch.
and she was there on last Thursday at the last potluck. You know what I'm saying? It's,
And I'm in a
she just,
restaurant with you, and you've been rubbing that shit all over, and you're got a fork, and now it's unhygienic. It's nasty. And stop sticking your fingers in there. She's doing something else and trying to disguise it as I'm just getting my pheromones. No, no,
I,
no. We know what
yeah,
you're
I get,
doing.
But why publicize it as such? Which is weird. And if that is the case, you might as well just go on Pornhub and make some money out of it. I mean, I'm pretty sure you could. I'm pretty sure you can call it fabulous.
Came up to her and be like, "Girl, you smell weird. Like, has anyone said that?"
Girl, you
And is
smell
she
like
washing her
pussy.
hands afterwards? Right.
Girl, you smell like badissy.
It's movie night. You go to this bitch's house. She's making popcorn and all the snacks and bringing them over to you. And you're like, was this bitch just in the kitchen playing with her coochie and then she didn't make me this popcorn? That's a nasty. I don't like her.
Is this Orville
She's nasty.
Redenbacher? Weird.
Gwyneth Paltrow has that candle that's the fragrance, or it's called "This Smells Like My Vagina." You know that candle she has for Goop, her
I'm
lifestyle brand.
Wow, I did not know that. That's
Yeah,
so. Is it supposed to mimic everyone else's vagina, or is it we're lighting up Gwen her fucking vagina in our house?
I think it would be just hers because I think like don't everyone have their own unique pheromones and their own unique
Pheromones?
smell?
I don't know. Let me go
So,
Vab and I'll find out tonight. I'll let you know on my
oh
way
my
to
god,
McDonald's.
I have so much going on in my mind right now that I'm just like, when you say we listen and we don't judge, no, I'm judging the fuck out of her. I don't like that. That's rude. That's nasty. Don't come around me with your vagina hands trying to touch all my stuff. Go wash your
So
hands.
so that's why I say with these public service announcements, I said if you're listening right now and you have ever dabbed anything from between your legs, behind your ears, please stop because it's not flirting. It is biological warfare.
It is. You're right.
Just saying. I got a couple more for you to tell you how many of these episodes are, and which I want to also say on a side note that I was quite shockingly surprised of how many of these people with these afflictions are people of color. And I was like, is
No,
this
you lying.
racist? This
I
don't even make
know
no
you
goddamn sense.
lying.
That's what I'm saying,
Girl, you lying.
girl. So I had to keep going. I'm like, this is even possible. Well, we'll see. I'm just gonna tell you this:
Well, let me about
this
to
dude
win.
happened to be black. Yep, and he's addicted to eating couch cushions and foam. This dude literally stood in front of the camera and said in his lifetime he has consumed 1.5 to almost 2 full couches worth of foam.
What?
And he's not like fit and stuff, so the foam must have calories because he's eating some shit. I know. I know.
He's eating the foam out of his. He's take like his
Like he
couch.
sat
He's
on the
opening
couch.
it up the couch. So if I was to open the zipper, he's opening up his couch and taking the foam out and eating the foam.
Yes, well, okay, so in the episode, he explains also that eating the foam in its natural state or in large chunks causes tooth pain and jaw pain. So what he tends to do is he blends it, makes it
In
much
a
softer
blender,
and pliable to eat. In a blender, yes. A little bit
and
of
he puts
water.
water and
So
stuff in it.
yes, yes. But let me just tell you something though, okay? He sat on a couch, he felt a little hungry and thought, this sectional has potential. I want you to understand how unhinged this is. Ready, ready, ready. This couch has been farted on, had drinks spilled in it, lost change, a chicken bone, been slept on after bad decisions, probably seen some
maybe
things. 'Cause I've seen some
maybe
things on
someone's vomited
couches.
on it. A baby's diaper's been changed on it. Like hella shit happens on your couch.
A dog wiped his nuts on it, and then you said, I'm gonna eat
He
this.
wiped his nuts on it.
And the couch didn't even give consent. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? If you're listening and you snack on used furniture, please stop. Go eat a hot pocket like everybody else. Because it don't make no damn sense.
Is it? I mean, but how did this happen? Was this born out of like maybe food insecurity? And he was like, I just got to fill my stomach up. I'm hungry.
Could be, I don't know, but I really think this is a highly dysfunctional level of pica. Do you remember when your
Just for
baby, when he
dogs?
was around 2, would lick
Yeah.
the milk jug? Anything inanimate? Now, I think eating an entire, love seat is pretty out there. But this
Whose
nigga did
couch
it.
is he eating? Is it his own couch?
I would assume so because if you went to my house and all of a sudden you ate half my fucking couch and offered you a seat and you literally took it, that don't make no damn sense.
Wait, in my mind, I imagine him on this, like in this dark room, and he's eating the whole couch around him. All he has is the one little spot he sits on that's left because he's eating everything else around him. Is he eating like the leather and
They'd be like, hey, can my boy Lamar come over? I said, no, that nigga ate my ottoman last time.
This is
No, you
awful.
can't come
There's
over.
something wrong. And
I know.
how is that good for him? Is that like, doesn't it do harm to your body?
Assume so, because there was another episode which I wasn't really going to talk about, but she was addicted to eating glue sticks, and she went to the doctor, and the doctor was straight up with her and said, plastics that are in your body will never leave your body, and if you, it's not the question of am I going to get cancer, it's when I'm going to, because it's very apparent that she's gonna, because she already has blockages in her body and she didn't even realize it. You know, she thinks she's healthy, she thinks she's pooping it out, but they say the plastics stay in your body. So I would assume any of the chemicals that are in the foam that's creating the foam would also stay in the body. But this episode didn't
Yeah.
go all the way into that, so I'm not sure. But I guess I'll do a follow up because it seems like there's a lot of follow ups coming up on these like
Ugh.
reels of these people doing it, and they're still alive.
Seems painful.
It seems painful, right? It seems painful. It seems kind of dark. So to lighten up the situation, let's talk about our next addiction, which is called sunning your perineum. Now you've all heard about sunning your perineum.
Definitely, I do know about sunning your perineum only because your algorithm and you had to send it to me and I had to be a part of this. So yes, I
That's
do know
right.
about it.
You're welcome. Okay, so listen, this one did take me out because I have heard of it and it did pique my interest. It's for energy. So, first off, why is it the most private, least necessary part that gets the most attention, right? She is out there in the video. I'm watching her husband is sitting in a bathtub on the porch, just enjoying the sun with his cowboy hat on, just business. The sun, the camera just pans over, and she is over in the downward dog motion with her ass facing the west, naked, just chilling. I hope she was in the backyard. I hope she wasn't in the front.
They have
For the
a
whole
hot
world to
tub
see.
on, I mean, they have a bathtub on their porch.
They had a bathtub. You know, like they would have like, well, it was like one of those cool little like clawfoot tubs, and it's out on the
What?
porch. He's just chilling. I was at a back patio, maybe. Maybe. I hope this was the backyard. Because she was fully naked, looking like a tripod, butthole in the air, and while he's minding his own business taking the, but he was fully clothed. He was just sitting in the bathtub. She was fully naked. She also has another really good one where she lays on her back and then she pulls her knees all the way back to her shoulder so she get the most exposure to the sun.
So these, I would think, are not black folk.
No,
right?
no, this one was not. The unfortunately the first two were. Again, I don't know. And fortunately the next two are as well. Again, I don't know if they're you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have to do Snopes and I'm going to have to do Mythbusters on these just to make sure, because again, it's just so highly improbable. Okay? It's like saying a bunch of black people died in a skiing accident. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Okay, so they
You're a
all in a
racist.
tandem jumping accident out of the sky with no parachutes. No, they didn't. They done got bit up by a bunch of sharks because they was fucking deep sea. No, we weren't. So that's why I said this. All this stuff doesn't make any sense to me. But I digress. I'm gonna go ahead and
Now,
go to number 4.
if they do, never mind. I'm not gonna say it. Go ahead.
This girl should actually go follow up with the Vapor, because what she likes to do for her daily routine 2 times a day for her skin regimen is to use fresh semen on her face. Now, she has 2 techniques because she has to receive it fresh. So either she has a fresh catch or she just allows it to hit her directly in the face. There you go. Not moisturizer, not retinol, homemade protein.
We're talking about jizz on her face. Why? On purpose? On purpose?
Man gotta be tired of that shit. I mean, it probably was fun the first 10 times, but 2 times a day, every day?
The first 10 times were fun?
Let me tell you, her face ain't like amazing. So that's why I'm all confused. But Sephora exists, Ulta exists, and the internet exists. But yet you say, hey, what's up, Darnell? Come over here. It's free.
That's weird as
Swarm.
That is weird as fuck. That is really weird and disturbing.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
So
Hold on. Hold on. I have so many questions on this. So her
What does it
skin.
do, right? You want to know what it
Yeah, I'm
does,
like,
right?
yeah. So is her skin like porcelain? I mean, is it?
I know you got Korean skin now, glass skin. Well, she says that it
Yeah.
tightens skin. But you know what? So does a cold compress. I'm just saying.
Was
You,
so this is her husband or a boyfriend, a random guy? Who is this guy
whoever
that she's
the
getting it from?
donator is probably a happy donor, giving it to her every day, 2 times a day. So I, I would assume, I hope it's somebody that she's
Twice a day.
twice a day.
She's
It's
putting
like,
hot ass, salty, nasty ass sperm on her face twice a day.
I
Fresh.
listen,
Wait a minute.
listen,
When she says
listen.
fresh, hold on, hold on, hold
Fresh,
on.
a
When
fresh
she says
catch is actually what
fresh,
she says.
is it like fresh from the spout?
From the source, fresh from the
So,
source,
so it's not in a jar and she's collecting
from
it and
the
spitting it out.
land
She's
of
getting it.
every water.
So wait a minute. Hold the F up. I know what's going on here. No, listen, she's into some kink and she's trying to disguise it as, I do it from skin daddy. No, she's into some straight up kink and that's the shit that she likes and that's what she wants. Especially if it's not even doing anything to her face. Is there any medical type of proof or anything? I need science and facts that even says that that's a thing that will clear your skin.
Oh, that's the thing. And the vabbing, same thing. There's nothing that clearly states that this particular hormone of a person will attract them in that way, other than you nasty bitch, you are rubbing your vagina or your man's semen on your face. Can you imagine there are
Thank
people walking around every day touching subway signs and railings and bathroom things and not because you went to the bathroom. Did you wash your hands? You just came from a facial. Did you wash your hands? Did you just hug
and I'm
me
thinking
and
about
and
think about all the times like us girls will take a picture and we're with our friends and we're all our faces are all smashed up against each other. This bitch has semen all on her face. The other one has vagina. This bitch right here got the vagina on her face. This bitch got semen on her face, and we're just smashed in the middle. My whole face is pregnant now for these bad, nasty bitches. I got chlamydia on this side, and syphilis on this side.
yeah, that's basically what it is. And again, they're like, "Oh, let's go and eat together. Let's go eat with our fingers." And let's stop. Well, speaking of eating with fingers, maybe
Weird.
with toes, because this other chick is addicted to eating toenails. She would save them and use them for snacking. Now, there's
Ew,
a
no, I
special
can't.
way.
This is
There's a
grossing me
special
out.
way though. You can't just. She has like containers that just have toenails that are in there, and she would take out about 2 or 3 of them. She says she's feeling a vibe. The way she prefers to eat them is where she would get a gummy, and I don't know if it's a weed gummy or not, but it's a gummy, and she would take about 3, and she would stick them in there, and she likes to do them with the toenails because they're
Ugh,
harder, so it's easy, harder to chew
I
on.
can't. Oh, I
Honestly, so this
cannot.
is the thing. All of these things that have to do with eating, I think it has to do with something about the texture, the chewing, something like that is addictive in their brain that kicks off some kind of
You,
euphoric feel. I would
I
assume.
get it. You know what? I get it. I need that too. But you know what I do? I chew ice. I chew a cup of ice,
Yeah,
bitch. I go
yeah,
through a
I
cup of
do too.
ice.
Now, cause see that nail has been in shoes, it's been in socks, it's been in public bathrooms, it survived summer heat, and you're chewing it like trail mix. I mean,
And it
sir, ma'am, whoever you are, it's not a habit. It's a horror film. If you're listening and your grooming routine doubles as a meal prep, please stop.
Ew.
Your pedicure should not
Ew.
be an appetizer. I'm just saying.
Ew.
I'm just gonna
That's so
stop with that because
nasty.
I know, and that's why I gave the public service announcement. So I just want to know that I want to wrap this up with if you've learned absolutely nothing from this tonight, please remember this one thing: don't eat your furniture. Do not perfume yourself with body parts. Don't put semen on your face. And don't expose your undercarriage to the sun for energy.
In other words, don't be a nasty bitch.
Don't be a nasty bitch and then come over to my house thinking that you're going to go ahead and sleep on my pillows. I don't think so. Because if TLC can find you, so can help. You know what I'm saying? Now that you have suffered through this whole episode, TLC will be popping up on your feed. So you're welcome.
hmm hmm
And good night.
My stomach is churning right now. But wait, hold on. Listen, you can't just drop that on me and then be like, "Good night." I have
And
questions.
good night.
The
I'm just
the
a young
toenail
girl.
girl. the toenail girl. You said she's collective. You can only collect so many toenails. So I'm wondering, is it also are they her toenails?
Oh my God.
Or is she collecting like her friends' toenails?
Stop it.
Sweeping
No,
them
I
up at
can't.
the nail shop?
No. You know what? See, you're just going too far with that one. I just assumed it was her own toenails. And then you're right. You can only have so many. You only got 10
You only
toes.
have so many. And
10
then
toes
on top
down.
of that, right. And then like they're growing at a slow rate. So then you eat them, you have to wait another 3 months to get another toenail. I think she's taking other people's toenails. And then
Well, maybe she's on
secondly,
biotin.
it's still, she's still not going that fast. But listen, with her eating the toenails, I would imagine it would be like eating a popcorn kernel. Wouldn't that be
Mm-hmm.
stuck in your throat and hurting and ew? Isn't that
Like a
tasty?
fishbone. Like a fishbone or getting stuck in your gum.
Or that, like, wouldn't you lacerate something? Like, could you? I guess it can probably puncture her lungs, but yes, it could, because the lungs are like. Isn't she doing some type of internal damage? That's disgusting.
This is your body. So it's far from a glue stick or couch cushion fabric or anything that has like chemicals in it. But I don't know if those toenails could have had polish on them. Girl, I can't even talk about this shit no more. I'm so interested in seeing how many more addictions there are out there that I was not actually even familiar with. And then and one day I'm going to see an addiction and go, shit, I do that. I hope not. I pray to God I don't have to see that shit. It,
You better
I'm
not.
sure.
You better not.
My
You better not be
strange
doing some nasty
addiction.
shit.
I'm gonna think of the craziest thing. I'm gonna call TLC myself and make up the craziest addiction and I bet you they'll be at my door the next day. And I'll say, you know
Let's
what?
make up some shit. Yeah.
Right? I'm saying, and I knew this day was coming.
You kind of got me thinking something. I just watched this guy online who him and his friends would pretend to sue each other so they can get on all the court shows because whoever wins, the show would pay the money to the winner. So they would go on all these shows and make up these crazy things, sue each other, and then split the money. Let's go on TLC. Let's invent some strange, weird ass addiction. Call TLC and I'll call them and I'll be like, yeah, so my sister, Jennifer, I'm really concerned about her. And we'll just be
Can I
like,
use
oh,
an
I don't know.
alias?
Well,
God dang.
oh, yeah. My sister, LaQuisha, I'm so concerned. Ooh, I got it. I got it. I got some weird shit. Let's say you grow out your armpit hair and you shave it off and you like to chew on it. You like to eat armpit hair only from the armpit. And I'll just be
Wait,
like,
wait,
I just
wait.
care so much. And sometimes you cry and cry and cry because you don't have enough armpit hair. You cry because it's an addiction. So sometimes I feel bad and I'll just give you mine. So you eat mine too.
Okay.
We're going platinum with
Or
that one, baby.
and I have to eat them in a certain way. I have to crochet them into little potato chips and I put them in bags and I dip them in ranch. See, that's where we're okay. We're getting somewhere
You
here,
fry them. You fry them and then dip them in ranch.
Fried dip in ranch. I think that'd be yeah.
Yeah, I think you should do that.
The
And then we'll take
armpit
you to the
chips.
doctor, and the doctor will be like, yeah, the doctor will be like, if you keep doing that, you're going to die. And you're like, why? Like, because all the aluminum in the deodorant. And you're like, I don't wear deodorant. So now you got two things going on. You're stinky and you eat armpit hair. I
That's
think we should
true.
do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try vabbing tonight. So I'll tell you how that is in the next episode.
Do not vab. I will be at your house and I am not trying to get in your vab juice.
I
Gross.
think vabbing is like
Nasty.
equivalent to like CeraVe. I feel like that consistency. Because
Does any,
Lubriderm too thick.
you know me. You know me. I'm a self proclaimed scientist. I need to know the science behind that. What made you look at your vagina and go, oh, this shit, I'm gonna get these niggas gonna be on me tonight.
Shit.
Like, what makes you do that? What makes you do that?
Makes you look at a couch and say, "I'm gonna fuck that," or "I'm gonna fuck it up." Either way, it's appetizing to an individual. So I would love to go into the psyche of the individual like that. They don't do all that. They just do all. They hit hard. They go, "Hey, I vab myself on a couch that my husband eats while sunning my perineum." The end. That's it. That's all I need to know, anyways. You know what? There was one more I wanted to talk about, which I didn't actually write up on this one, but I did see it the other day. Which, again, this chick, she has an aversion to food in her mouth.
I get it. I
So,
get it.
right? Yeah. Well, do you get this? She blends her food, anything. And this time, in this episode that she was watching, she was doing actually avocado toast, which is a little spicy.
And she
She
drinks
snorts
it.
it.
Oh my God. I thought you were going
This
to say
bitch
she drinks
snorts
it.
it.
She snorts it?
She snorts the shit,
Why?
and when she did it, she was like, "Oh yeah, this one's a little spicy." You know what? First off, okay, hold on
A
though.
line of Coke?
Let me tell you something. This chick has lost 30 pounds since she has been snorting her food. Okay, she also has successfully lost all her friends because they think she's a weirdo, and then she feels now at the point because she snorts everything. She really absolutely prefers snorting over eating. But when she's in public areas, she feels that she is forced to conform to the norm of eating. She feels disassociated. She feels scared. She feels nervous. She's quiet, and she's physically eating because she doesn't like the taste in her mouth. She just can't wait to shove that pizza right up her nostril. Snort that shit. That's a good one. You should watch that particular one. That was crazy.
So all I heard was she lost 30 pounds.
Me too. I was over here. I have 2 straws right now. I'm about to
Wait,
shove this fucking Whopper up my nostrils.
but is she lost the 30 pounds by only snorting food? I feel like she might be snorting something else too.
I don't know, but that's
Snorting
what it
something else
was.
too. And that
I
might
know.
be why she lost all her friends and everything's like going all bad for her. That bitch is anxious because she's trying to get a line in, and she's, you know what I mean. Like
This is true.
the bumps weren't doing it. She couldn't get them all the time. You know, like I know the science is why it's happening. She probably had a Coke addiction. Coke is expensive. She doesn't have the money, so she's like, you know what? It's like that oral fixation. Like I gotta put something in my mouth. I gotta put something in my nose. Here goes some fettuccine. Let me just make this happen. And
Right.
can that deviate a septum the same way like snorting cocaine can? Can that mess up her septum and all that?
I know that look, we're all touching nose. We know
Come
how
on.
tender that the tissue is inside there. I just can't see it.
Right.
However, to me, I don't understand how she's losing the weight because it's still going through the same.
She's still getting food. Because
It's
she's
still, yeah. It's just
also
not coming through her physical mouth. It's still going straight into her stomach. So and she
he grinding it into a powder. Is it
no, no, no.
wet?
She puts it in the blender, just like dude with the
But I'm saying
couch.
it's in the But it's in the It's in the blender wet, or is it just like dry? She's just taking like dry toast, putting it in
No,
there,
no,
so it's
no.
like a so it's
So here's a good thing. She's actually getting her hydration as well because she is adding water or juice or whatever it is in there. So, oh, and so she was driving. You know how TLC just got the cameraman just sitting there like fucking TMZ. She's over here just driving. She stuck it in her nose and then put it
the
back down
water.
and kept going. She
The
also
water.
drinks through her nose. I'm gonna try to snort this later on. You know what I'm saying?
All I can think of is like when you go underwater and you accidentally snort water in your nose when you're swimming,
Girl.
and that shit
Mm-hmm.
burns like the depths of hell in the back of your brain. Why would
Right.
anybody do that to themselves? That's
Let's see
awful.
if she snorts ice cream and gets herself a brain freeze. I wonder if she can snort alcohol. That I think is kind of crazy. Well, I mean, you can insert alcohol into your rectum and get get drunk faster that way too. How I came about it, but I'm sure some type of drinking was involved, and then just people just open up like books, like the Perineum. Just start talking to me. You know what I'm saying? I learned so much. The more
Yikes.
you know. Yeah, I know.
Vegas has changed
Did you?
you.
I think what TLC does is says, who is the craziest, whacked out person I can find on the let's make a show. That's it. And it becomes a show. And unfortunately, I'm one of those people that watch it and be like, oh yeah, can't wait for episode number 3. Looks good.
Work there. I want to be a writer for their TLC. Get at your
Be
girl.
a
I got some
recruiter.
crazy shit. I could just, man. Yeah, for real.
I look for
Yeah.
things, and when I feel down, what I do is I watch an episode of TLC, My Strange Addiction, and I immediately feel better about myself. See, so you always find something that makes you feel better about yourself, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna find it on one of those episodes on TLC. So I do recommend it.
Gross.
Yeah.
Okay, and on that note,
So
I think we should end the show. I don't think there's
I think so
anything
too.
else to talk about on that.
And thank you so much for bearing with me on this particular episode. I'm gonna finish this drink, but I just want to let you know I love you, Kay.
Love you, Jay. Cheers.